because probably this is my first time
Oh, yes, it
yeah,
is.
with
And
you
it's so
guys.
wonderful to have you
Yeah, thank
here.
you. You guys have been on week after week. Truly, it's amazing, and I commend this station really
Mm.
to take the lead in something like this. In fact, Eagles FM 102.3 is really commendable.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
Honestly, because when you talk about solutions to issues, you hear people talk about kinetic solutions, non-kinetic, meaning there are things you do forcefully. You say, ah, don't 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 steal. You say don't steal, and then you put a law enforcement agent there to say, if you steal this thing, we're going to arrest you, we're going to jail you, and and then you have other option where you convince the individual uh, why he or she needs not to steal, and
Mm.
how you can just imagine. Let's just take a wild thought. Just imagine some of the big names we have today as richest people in the world.
Okay.
Imagine one of them not knowing he has such a talent and was in an environment where he or she was stealing,
Mm.
and then that person was caught and then
Stealing.
put in jail.
Oh,
How would the world know
know
that
about this
this is the
person.
guy that would have brought this device or brought this is the guy that would be a 200 billion, rich guy?
Mm.
Nobody will know. You just see him rotting in jail. So if somebody was able to, tell the guy, no, you have a potential. This thing you want to do, you don't need to. You don't even need anybody as a law enforcement. So that is the non-kinetic approach,
Mm.
and this is what the
Mm.
values this program that
Mm.
is done is doing, and this is why Nigeria is truly a top notch for having this kind of things in the constitution. But it's so sad that not many are even aware not to talk about, and this is the solution of all most of all the issues you that society is crying
Mm.
about. You can imagine if from birth discipline is first year in school, they've gone out because they are so loaded with ideas that they want to go and actualize those ideas. And some of the people are the biggest, the richest people in the world today that have brought solutions. It's because of the way they've been brought up that you can do this, you can do it. So if we are putting this from it is coming and you grow up with it, it becomes part of you. You see how a lot of these issues that we dealt with today, you deploy army here, deploy there, but just natural, you just cannot put a number to them.
All right, thank you so much. So, in the process of what I told you today, I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm the lady in the midst of men. This is a good sign. This is a good aura because the studio is filled with men. And in the process, we had a guest walk in. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Please kindly introduce yourself.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lawrence Uleji.
Ah, Mr. Lawrence, you're welcome.
Yeah.
How you doing? How's the festive? You seem so happy. You seem so bright. So I can see that this festive season is doing a lot on your body. You're
Well,
feeling
we're
so
trying
good.
to rest.
Oh, you are
We're trying
resting.
to
At
rest.
least we need it now. But so what's up now? What's the plan? Are we going somewhere for the?
No, no, no. We're going for the crossover night.
All right. So the topic for today, is the benefits of ethics and values. Every week on Wednesday we come here and talk about National Core Values Program or ethics or values, different topics every week. And now for the 2025 year recap, I'm just asking. So what's the benefit of this whole having ethics and values? What? So can you?
I want to thank you for that question. Like you said, we've been doing this weekly. These values, you have the manual in front of you. The benefits are enormous, and we've been hammering on them. The approach is if you tell somebody what they will gain, even if you go and pitch a business to a bank manager. And so that's the approach that we've been using, trying to tell people that these values have benefits, all right? And most of the benefits are global in nature. It's not that because of you are maybe hidden in somewhere in Nasarawa or you are hiding somewhere, it doesn't mean you will not access these benefits. Definitely come to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll be able to do these things is what brings, should I say, the success that most people crave for. You don't want to get to a situation where you say, oh, I was successful if you look at my car in 2005, but now you have nothing.
To show for it.
It's not something you should be happy about. We're talking about these values for generations to come. That's why we are trying to push it and say, you know what, instead of going through the back door. Why don't you do it properly so that your children's children, when they come, they can continue to enjoy the benefit of what you lead? And so these values are not just words. Inability to practice these values.
Okay,
People
we
are
know them,
scared.
but we don't practice
yes,
it.
they are scared that they feel like they need to come in one push-up,
Every
you know, just
day.
to catch yourself. Tomorrow you can push to 2. Next tomorrow, one day you find yourself doing 100. And so it's not a situation where you need to. No, you start by, if as something as small as obeying the traffic, you know, that instills in you a certain sense of discipline and order. And so you say the light is red, I can stop. You even laugh at yourself at some point because you are so used to crossing the light, you know, but that is a place to start. If you are used to telling simple white lies, recall yourself back, and no matter the consequence, you tell the truth. You know, this is the kind of examples that we're trying to push, so that people don't get scared that, oh, they must become a person of integrity today. You know, it's a difficult space, especially when you've been doing the wrong things.
We have some bills to pay, and when we come back, well, please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
No for the commercials, just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be assistant or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's 1-year diploma in certified nursing assistance training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology.org or WhatsApp 080-339-42015 080-339-42015. For registration, pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Things they happen. Hey, yeah. That woman own don't finish.
My dear, let's go and greet them, okay?
Join I Wish I Knew Radio Drama and Program is brought to you by I Wish I Knew Radio Drama and Program is brought to you by MICAS and funded by the Ministry of Foreign MICAS and funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Denmark. Affairs of Denmark.
Transfer fees. Send cash to any bank with no charge airtime. Transfer fees. Send cash to any bank with no charge airtime, data, bills, cable, or gift cards from 500 plus spots. Just tap and go and earn sweet commissions on every payment. Commissions go straight to your commission wallet. Plus, refer friends and watch your rewards grow as they use the app for purchases and bill payments. In a tough spot, use the distress pin to lock your account fast. Safety first. WalletWise is smart, fun, and secure. Download now and let your money work for you. Available on apps for you. Available on App Store and Google Play. Become part of the Wise fam, making every transaction smooth and easy.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just
20,000 naira?
Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Monday
059198658 0.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our variants you can count on.
I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Oh yes, you're welcome back. It is still Eagles Abuja, and your sweetheart, your baby girl, Sweet Terry, is still in the building. And surprisingly, shockingly, I am filled. This studio is filled with many men, many men, and they're on black. I forgot to add that they're on black. But thank you very much, Mr. Abraham, for wearing white. At least you saved the day. If not, I would say, what's going on? But at least I'm in the office, so I know that I'm very safe and nothing can happen to me. Yes, you are welcome. You're welcome back, Abuja. Welcome back, Nigeria. It is still the National Core Values Program, and today, which happens to be the 365 over 365, we're talking about the benefits of ethics and values. Now, a lot of you might be hearing ethics. Now, ethics is simply the rules and standards that guide how we should behave in a society, and like the belief, the attitude, and the principles all should hold dearly. And listen to Mr. Kamal very well. There's something he used to say, you say it's embedded in the constitution as amended. So yes, Nigeria, we have our own ethics and values which we're supposed to live by, and there are 7 of them, which is discipline, integrity, patriotism, dignity of labor, self-reliance, social justice, and religious intolerance. Religious tolerance. So please, even if you don't take anything home today, I really want you to hold this values that we have. Remember, there are 7 of them, and let me list them again. Our national core values, which is discipline. Okay, you should be disciplined, and I think discipline is also going to help you as a person, not even also as a nation, but personally, to build your own identity. Discipline is very, very important. We have integrity. I mean, you have to be a man of integrity. Your yes should be your yes, and your no should be your no. There's a kind. I think I was going through Twitter the other day, and somebody was like, you should be a person of integrity. Like, people should be able to say, when it comes to this person cannot take this, and this person will not take this. No, person is not a late comer. When she says 7 o'clock, her 7 o'clock is 7 o'clock. I think you should have integrity as a person, and also have patriotism. Don't go and be casting Nigeria. Nigeria, there's no hope. Nigeria can never be better. No, don't say that. Why are you saying that? I mean, if you think about it, I doubt if you go online and you see any American tweeting that an American can never be better. There's nothing that it's not possible. So I think we should try to be more patriotic. Yes, these are trying times, and a lot is going on in Nigeria, but still do not lose hope in your country. I mean, you've not lost hope in yourself, Abi. So why are you losing hope in your country? We have dignity of labor, self-reliance, social justice, and religious tolerance. Yes, and religious, not just religious, I think ethnic too. We have so many tribes in Nigeria, and I was talking one day on this program where I was telling them how beautiful Nigeria is. If you go to the south, okay, this apple, they call it Santana. Every tribe or every place has their own unique way of describing things. I used to call it nylon, but you guys call it leather here. You say, give me leather. I'm like, what's leather? It's nylon that I know. I think it's actually very beautiful when we tend to, embrace the different culture and the religion that we have instead of fighting each other. I mean, there's no gain in fighting one another. So these are the things you should take home. I think if you have these 7 things embedded in you, you hold these things dearly, you as a person, as an individual, and the community or the society at large has a lot to benefit from that. So that is my own take on this one. Although I don't know the part of the constitution that it is in, but I know that it's there in the constitution. So let me start with you, Mr. Lawrence. So what will be your final take home for our listener out there?
Oh, well, I think it's a good place to really consider what they should go into the year with. It's the last day of the year 2025, so when it begins, first day in January 2026, I think you should just figure out, okay, how do I begin to practice? If you don't already have these values, how do I begin to practice? And I think if you do this with discipline, you can even get your fitness goals going.
Exactly.
With integrity, you can get your relationship goals going. These are just some of the things that you might need. But the most important thing I would say is to begin to practice. Just practice one day at a time, to be conscious of these values, and believing that before you get to the end of next year, you will definitely become transformed for a better space, better person, better country.
Yeah, we'll see massive change. So I'm guessing Mr. Lawrence final words is saying practice. Enough of talk today. Discipline. Try and start with one. You know, I was coming to the office this morning and we got to the traffic sign and it was just 5 seconds more for it to be green. And some people were waiting. There was this particular driver. He just moved. And I'm sure in his mind, he'd be like, what is wrong with these people? Why are you there? But it was actually very beautiful to see because there was no officer on the road or anything. But everybody actually waited apart from that one driver. So if you are among those people that you are like that driver, please, I beg, try to obey even the little things. And another thing I really hate seeing is when people eat and throw it out of the window. Who do you want to pick it up from you for that outside the window? You're throwing it. You know, I think these little things, you can start as small as that. You know, your friends may start laughing at you and be like, what's wrong with this one? Oh God, let's move now. But I think it's going to be a very huge step. And there's something I've noticed about talking. People actually emulate what you do more than what you say. You know, so you practice by your way of life. You teach or preach by your way of life, not actually by what you say. So by the time people around you see the kind of things you do, I think they're going to be interested and follow along. So thank you very much, Mr. Lawrence, for that. And over to you, Mr. Abraham. What are your final thoughts?
Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks, everyone. First, just to mention, you said it's in the Constitution.
I know, according to Mr. Kamal, that told me it's somewhere in the Constitution.
There might be people in government who don't even know it's in the Constitution.
Okay, it's in the Constitution. Yes.
So it's in Chapter 2, Section 23.
Oh, Chapter 2, Section 23 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Hey, okay, I think I'm going into politics next year.
You see, at least this one step.
Yes,
we have something to brag with. Like you said, it's not everything negative about Nigeria.
Of course.
It's not every nation, I'm sure you open their constitution and you see our national ethics, at least we are proud that this country has something there. So when people are saying negative, Nigeria is corrupt, no, it's not in the constitution. This is what it says. That somebody is not obeying or doing what the country has laid down doesn't mean the country is like that. The country has done its work. It's not for us to do us. It's to go and practice. I'll give 2 examples, very quick one. One is what happened at the last World Cup in Qatar.
All right.
Now, you see, the Japanese team, people notice something about them. And in fact, if you ask me as I sit here, who won the World Cup, I can't remember immediately again, but I can remember this narrative. It was global news that every time the Japan team is playing, the Japanese fans in the stadium, immediately the game ends, whether their team win or lose does not matter, they all rise up from their seats, go to the stadium field, take nylon or waterproof from their pockets and begin to pick.
Oh wow!
This is a World Cup that already that budget must have been made, contract must have been awarded for cleaning companies, but because this is the way they are brought up, like you said, they are brought up, they can't even think that they eat something and throw it
outside.
Because from when you were born, this thing is drummed that this is our way of life. So people are just looking at their people, they will just get up, begin to pick every single game till they exited. And that became the global news more than the event itself.
Okay.
Now, who is the second example is this guy sitting here now, Lawrence. When Lawrence got his first place, he stayed in an estate. He was renting a big, and he told me his experience here because he had been going around with GSC and preaching days, going to schools, telling. It had become part of him that he will get up and then he will see people just come to the compound, throw this, and then he will just take it and just be picking that. One day, one young lady say, "Oh, I sure you are okay." Instead of, but he kept it up and see how far he has gone in life. He say, "Are you sure you are okay?" Because for her, it's strange. Why will somebody, he's not paid, he's a tenant, he owns it, he just comes and keeping the But you don't know that what he's doing, it will cascade to you throwing things here and there. That thing can bring bacteria, it can bring this shite can end in the hospital, this can happen. So this is the thing that we encourage us. If you wait to say, okay, is it me that will first of all be disciplined? No, just do your little bit and you won't get there.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Abraham. And over to you, Mr. Kamal. What will be your final thoughts for the year?
So my final thought would be that life is easier, just like with every machine or system that you see. Life would be easier when we follow the manual, right? Just like every system and machine has a manual, Nigeria has a manual, and it's enshrined in our constitution, right? These ethics and values, they are creed that we have to live by. And if we follow this creed adequately, religiously, then our lives as Nigerians would be a lot better, because it means that there won't be people shunting queues and causing chaos. People will be tolerant of each other's differences and they can live harmoniously. It means that Nigerians won't have to wait for someone to come and hand over something to them in terms of jobs or opportunities. We will harness our innermost potential, right, to ensure that things work out fine. And by so doing, subliminally, its impact on our economy positively. And then patriotism, it means that what they say about our country is something we will take to heart. So if it's negative, then we know that it's our collective responsibility to make it right and to make it better. And so we will adjust and we will do the things that are right, and we will passionately try to put our country back
in a
on
good
the
light.
map, in a good light. And if it's positive, then it would encourage us to even do better. And I could say all of this about all the ethics and values enshrined. Integrity, it means that everyone would look at Nigerians and feel that, okay, these people are people to trust while collaborating with, while doing business with, while doing, and this is all that we need actually. Just follow the manual, and for sure, our system would outlive us. It would be sustainable. It won't. We won't have to go to the mechanic every now and then. Our system is us, and collectively we could put ourselves back on the right track.
All right, thank you so much. And my final thought would be, we have a slogan. We have so many slogans, and one of them is change begins with you. Yes, as simple as that sounds, it's very, very powerful. So I believe that change begins with you. You have to start from yourself. And I believe that, positive things, it attracts people. So by the time you start, being disciplined, like saying obeying traffic rules, it may seem strange to you or your friends at a point, but trust me, with time, you would enjoy it. And don't forget that by 1 o'clock is the Eagles Oldies. I want to say thank you very much, all of you, Mr. Lawrence, Mr. Abraham, and Mr. Kamal. So I will see you next year, even though next year is next week, but I will see you next week on Wednesday. On Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for this program. It's really amazing. At least we have a time here where we can talk to people about, Nigeria and things they really don't know. Me, if I didn't know before, but thanks to the program, I know all of this. So thank you so much, all of you that have joined in and listened. And I hope you don't just listen. Even the Bible say, don't be listener, be doers of the word.
Sorry to interject, right? Sorry to interject.
Okay.
So in the spirit of review and recap, this is all that we needed to hear, right? For the program, you're also aware that this exists and you're more intentional about it. And this is what it means for us, Generation for Societal Change, passing on the message. And I'm sure there are a lot of people just like you. For every listener, it's a thank you from us to them.
All right, thank you so much. So yes, by 1 o'clock is the Eagles All Days. I have something special and amazing planned for you. By 2 o'clock is the Afropop Hour, and so many other activities, because I will be the one driving you from now till 5 o'clock, and you don't want to miss it. Trust me, you don't want to stop listening to this beautiful voice. So from now till 1 o'clock, just enjoy a little bit of music that I've lined up for your listening pleasure. And don't forget, today is Way Back Wednesday on Eagles FM. So you're going to be hearing a lot of throwback music. Sorry if they've not born you within that time they sang the song, but just enjoy the music. Thank you so much.